Welcome back to Mac Talk Sports, and today we're gonna talk about the three games that happened today. In fact, the two games because the game between Nepal and Sri Lanka was washed out, and with that, the chance basically Sri Lanka has been washed out of the tournament because they have 1 point now, and they need so many miracles for them to qualify. So it's basically all but confirmed that Sri Lanka are out. They lost against South Africa. They lost a close game against Bangladesh, and they were hoping to win today and other results to go their way. But the rain came in, and not a single ball was bowled. And with that, it's almost certainly that Sri Lanka are gonna go out because the things that need to happen, Bangladesh and Netherlands game needs to be washed out. Then Bangladesh needs to lose from Nepal. Netherlands need Sri Lanka need to defeat the Netherlands, and then all three of them will be on 3 points, and all four of them, because if Nepal beat Bangladesh, they will also be on 3 points, and all four of them will be on 3 points. And in the end, it comes down to net run rate. So there are a lot of things that need to go in Sri Lanka's way for them to have a chance in qualifying for the next round. So it's safe to say that Sri Lanka are done and dusted in the tournament. And the scary thing for Pakistanis is the ground that the game between the US and Ireland is going to happen, and where Pakistan are going to play the next game was the same one where Sri Lanka and Nepal were supposed to play, and the game did not happen. And with the weather forecast that is happening, it looks like very unlikely that the games between the US and Ireland or Pakistan Ireland game is going to happen. So it's not looking good if you're a Pakistani fan. It looks really scary, like it's really scary. As for Nepal, they still have two games to go. If they somehow win the games, they will be on 5 points. So that's they still have a chance to go through. It's going to be hard. They need to play South Africa, I think, and yeah, South Africa and Bangladesh are the two teams that they need to play. So they still have a chance. I never know what's happening in the world. Anything can in the this World Cup, any team can defeat any team. So it's not no there's no easy game in this World Cup till now. Uh, Speaking of no easy game, the second game was Australia versus Namibia, and the difference between class was astronomical. Australia outclassed Namibia in every single way, as they could ball them out for 70 odd, and then in just five overs they chased down the target and easily have qualified for the Super 8s. They basically they are the first team that qualified. And with what happened in the Sri Lanka Nepal game, with that game being washed out, South Africa also qualified. So you have two teams that qualified. That was until the morning. So the Australia Namibia game, there is really not that much to talk about because it was very, very one-sided. It was expected to be one-sided, and Australia went there, did their job as classy as always. No hiccups, nothing to worry about, and they just did their job. Then the last game was ended just now, is India versus the USA. It wasn't because this the games being played in the US are tricky games because of the pitch. And again, India won the game, won the toss, sorry, and decided to field first. They won the game as well, which is very good for Pakistan, and that means they have also qualified for the Super 8s. They become the third team to qualify. The game itself was very good up until the later stages. The USA have really impressed everybody. Maybe it's the pitches, but the way they have played, the spirit that they've shown, the hunger, the desire, it's been really good to see. And that was the reason for the ICC to get the World Cup to the US, so that we could expand the game. And with USA doing so great in the tournament, and they might even go to the next round, so it will be beneficial for the cricket game as a whole, and for USA as well. Coming on to the game, it was the first ball of the game. Arshdeep Singh gets their opener. First ball, he gets the wicket, and in this last over of his ball, last ball of his over, he gets another one. So the Indian bowlers, they did not let the US batsmen to settle down. Whenever there was a partnership, they would get a wicket. It's as I said yesterday, all the four games that have been played for the last 3-4 days, it's like the same game is happening every day. So it was no different. It's a very low scoring pitch. when the US made the target 110, a lot of people would have said it's very easy for India. But again, with the way the pitch was going on, it was not to be. The US bowlers, they were very good. They got all the big. They both got Rohit and Kohli very early on. Then Pant and Surya Kumar, they tried to make partnership. Pant goes, and then in comes Shivam Dube, and it was very hard for both of them. Firstly, both of them are out of form, and then they're not. The pitch is not helping you as well. And the US bowlers were very good, but in the end, experience came into play, and some they also got luck. The Indians had a bit of luck with the penalty, because of the over rate. They get 5 extra runs that relieves the pressure. Dube hits a shot that relieves the pressure, and then Surya Kumar, he does his thing in 2 balls. He basically finish off the game. And India, yeah, as clinical as you want to be, there were a little bit hiccups. We thought that the US might do another upset like they did it against Pakistan, but Sky took them over the line. So it was a good game all around. The US players, they should be proud of themselves, because you are playing against one of the best teams, the number one T20 team in the world, and you are playing like this. The performance has been very good. As I said, the desire that they have shown, they have all the associate teams, they have been very good, but especially the US. Maybe it's their home country, maybe they have that advantage, but they really look like fighting for every ball. So it's really good to see. So that's basically is. We now have 2 important games tomorrow, so I'm really excited. Me because if Afghanistan win and if West Indies defeat New Zealand, that could be curtains for New Zealand. That's their World Cup done and dusted there. So the game for tomorrow is going to be very intense. And then the same goes for England. England really need to win their game against Oman. Not only do they need to win it, but they need to win it with a bigger margin as well to help their net run rate. So yeah, it's very interesting. We are now reaching a stage of the tournament where every game is important. It not only do the teams need to win, they need to win good. And even if they are losing, they don't need to lose so bad so that it does not affect the net run rate. It's getting interesting. It's heating up. So with that said, I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Bye bye.